Touchdown, Franklin! Dragged down, nice tackle made. Into the end zone, touchdown! Throwing. Oh, no! Oh, yes! From Oostburg High School, welcome to the Thursday Night Throwdown. Tonight, a Week 6 matchup in the Big East Conference featuring the Cedar Grove-Belgium Rockets taking on the Oostburg Flying Dutchmen. And greetings, everybody. Bob Brainerd, along with my partner. He's the Hall of Fame coach right there, Dan Brunner. Dan, the table is set for a terrific matchup tonight. Yep. You've got two undefeated conference teams going at it for first place in the Big East, and it's a healthy rivalry game. These two schools, door to door, only 6 miles apart. Cedar Grove-Belgium, each and every year, they always have electric players, including tonight's guy we want to put in the spotlight. He gets it done on two sides of the ball.
Yeah, in addition to that, he's a phenomenal return man. Brody Holloman is their lockdown corner. He will be tough to beat from the offensive standpoint for the Flying Dutchmen, and they are going to need him to lock down those Dutchman receivers.
The Dutchmen are trying to break a 13-game losing streak against their rivals, Cedar Grove-Belgium, but Dan, they think they have the team and the horses to do it, including their experienced quarterback.
Yeah, Caden Stewart, phenomenal athlete. Again, he's a three-position guy. He'll hurt you in the return game, but he does it on offense. He's got 5 touchdown passes, 5 rushing touchdowns. Defensively, he's got 31 tackles and 3 picks. It's going to be fun to watch tonight.
Yeah, some electric players to watch. An electric atmosphere between these two rivals, the Flying Dutchmen and the Rockets. Kickoff is next.
We celebrate the athletes, the buzzer beaters, the record breakers, the wins. Now, it's time to celebrate the people behind it all, the advice givers, the community shapers, the game changers, the life changers. It's time to celebrate our coaches. Join all of us at BSN Sports and show your coach some love by sharing their story with #ThankYouCoach.
We are all set for kickoff, and tonight's kickoffs are brought to you by Fire Fitness Camp and Fuel Nutrition. Kick off your road to good health at Fire Fitness Camp and Fuel Nutrition on Business Park Drive right here in Oostburg. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Fire Fitness Camp and Fuel Nutrition here in Oostburg, Wisconsin. Happy to be here on a Thursday night for a game with big-time Big East Conference implications. Both teams know that there's lots of football left to be played, but both teams also know, Dan Brunner, that this could go a long way in maybe winning the Big East Conference Championship.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Bob. And as you alluded to, these guys, I mean, this is a big-time rivalry. It's, Packer Bears at a lower level, but there's no love lost between these programs, but still great respect. And these kids, like you said in the open, a lot of them live 6 miles apart. I mean, they know each other from youth football on.
And youth soccer as well. Cade Dirksey is a soccer player here at Oostburg. He's also a terrific kicker. Going to boot this football to Griffin Knight and Brody Holloman. They're both deep. Underway in Oostburg. And it'll be Holloman fielding it and then bobbling it at the 11. On the cutback, Holloman, they contain him, which is good because he can be dangerous. 23-yard line is where Cedar Grove-Belgium will start, and Carter Schmitz is their junior quarterback at the controls, Dan.
Yeah, Carter Schmitz, he's done a great job. They rely on him both, mostly for the passing game, and he's got some electric receivers on the outside as well as a good sophomore running back behind him.
Schmitz started half of the season last year and then came into this season really improved with those reps from a year ago. Quick hitter that time, but then tripped up immediately by Nick Swart. Yeah. That's before Hilbelink could get any momentum going, Dan.
Yeah, Hilbelink, he's coming in, filling in for just an excellent running back, Billy Narvis, who had a serious arm injury and is going to be out for the season. But he stepped up and has had 200-yard rushing games in his absence.
So Ira gets the first call, picks up 3 to make it 2nd down and 7. He'll blink again.
Yeah.
Nice running room to the 34. Should have enough for the first down or very close to it.
Yeah, it looks like he's just going to be just football. You'll see on the replay here. Nice quick hitter up inside. Sophomore does a nice job picking up just short of the first down, making it very manageable.
His dad played running back for the Rockets back in the day. His brother as well. Third down and short. Give it to him again, and they just pound the rock straight ahead. Up and over the 35. That's enough for the first down. And it's a Lakeland University first down. Lakeland University, learn, work, and succeed.
Yeah, those guys up front are doing a nice job. It all starts with their center, Jack Tennyson. I mean, the coaching staff says that he's pretty much like a coach on the field.
Dan, they actually gave him the first down, so that was the first down carry. So it's second down and 8.
I see that.
Airing it out down the sidelines and some contact, but no flags go down. Intended over there.
Cade Borden.
For Cade Borden, but good coverage in that secondary.
Yeah, Borden's just back. We'll see here. What a nice ball. Put it out there and pretty questionable contact, but Borden is a 6'2", 180-pound senior who's just got back. He had a summer basketball injury.
That was A.J. Dolphin on the coverage there from his cornerback spot. Brings up third down and 7. Quick hitter. Catch. And then engulfed. Not much after the catch for Nolan Aponte. So the Flying Dutchmen keep these Rockets in check, force fourth down and a decision.
Yeah, boy, early on, you got to have a lot of confidence in your offense here. 4th and 4. And maybe try to get them to jump.
From the 40.
No.
A quick kick.
Yep.
And nobody back. And a great roll.
Great bounce.
So Carter Schmitz turns into a punter and gets the job done to get him out of trouble. And out come the Flying Dutchmen for their first series on offense with head coach Mike Lauritsen in his 4th season. He's also the offensive coordinator, Dan, out of this pro set with some wing T mixed in.
Yeah, and Jason Klein is his opposing defensive coordinator for Cedar Grove-Belgium.
We talked about Caden Stewardwall in the open. He's got good legs and a good arm, a leader and a rock of this offense. There he is, number 4. 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line for the Flying Dutchman. Handoff and smacked in the backfield for a loss. My goodness.
Yeah, Jackson Foster would look like. That's their all-conference defensive tackle. Watch this on the replay. He almost took the handoff.
Braden Veldboom took a lick. And a loss of 2 on a terrific tackle. 2nd down and 12. Veldboom and DePogner are the running backs. And it's just Sturwald hoping that there'd be a little seam, trying to get him some breathing room. Can't get much. Going to bring up 3rd down and 10. Caden's thrown for 5 TDs. He's rushed for 5.
Yeah. Brings up a 3rd and 10. You know, Cedar Grove-Belgium has given up 476 yards rushing and another 402 yards passing, so they're pretty stout defense.
Under center, Stewardwald. Little play action trying to roll out of trouble. Wings it downfield, and it is intercepted.
Man, guess who?
Brody Holloman.
Yeah, Brody
That's why
Holloman.
we talked about him. He's a ball hawk, Dan.
Yep. Top athlete on that Cedar Grove-Belgium Rocket team. You see right here, does a great job reading the quarterback. Outstretched, stayed in bounds.
Got both feet in.
Yeah, great field position.
His 2nd interception of the season. And the offense for the Rockets back in business at the Flying Dutchman 30-yard line. Schmitz, quick give. And again, it's Helbling on the carry. Yeah, Dan Screwers is not only the head coach in his 10th season, he's a Rockets alum himself, went to high school there, and he's also the OC of this Rockets offense. Gain of just 1 there, so it's 2nd down and 9. Empty backfield here for Schmitz.
Yeah, you got him spread out here.
Fires. Too much. Griffin Knight, the intended receiver who was streaking down the sidelines.
Yeah, Knight's their game breaker. They try to isolate him one-on-one, and he had some daylight there. Ball just slightly overthrown.
So Schmitz heads over to his head coach, gets to play right in his helmet hole. 3rd down and 9 here after the turnover.
Yeah, now we're in 2-down territory, so they don't need to be greedy here.
Brian Willoughby, the defensive coordinator of the Flying Dutchman, brings the pressure. It's a catch.
Oh, man, nice play.
And zigzagging through the defense and down to the 10-yard line.
Yeah, Ponte.
Gets it inside the 10, so it's going to be 1st and goal Rockets.
Yeah, again, that's the guy they want to get the ball to in space, and you can see right here, high snap, he reels it in. He gets it to him in space.
1st and goal at 7.
Another Lakeland University 1st down, 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. Helbling gobbled up before he can get ahead of steam going. Mason Schulten was in there, along with Swart again. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Yeah, they're pounding it off that left side. That's where they got Noah Tennyson and Brody Krause. Krause's older brother was an outstanding tackle for Cedar Grove-Belgium.
From the 5 after a gain of 2. Schmitz rolling. And, well, first Dan almost intercepted and then almost caught.
Yeah, almost a great catch by Cade Borden again.
And almost intercepted by A.J. Dolphin.
Yeah.
So you had a lot going on here.
Yeah, and that's not an easy thing. Roll to your left and put it out there. Yeah, it got tipped by A.J. Dolphin.
Dolphin did a great job there of shifting gears, Dan.
Yeah.
Started to go inside and cut back on the outside and got there to break it up. So 3rd and goal from the 5 for the Rockets. Schmitz going to roll right this time. Throwing in the end zone and knocked away. Broken up. Looked like it might be a touchdown for Aponte, but defense holds, brings up 4th down.
We'll see who tipped it away here. Might have been Caden Stewart-Wald. No, was not.
It was pinballing around.
Caden Weavers.
Yeah, Weavers was back there. Weavers, one of the senior linebackers on this talented linebacking squad. So you're going to bring in the field goal unit out. Landon Altheimer, also a soccer player.
Another soccer player.
21-yarder is no good. Pushed it left. So we stay scoreless here in Oostburg.
Boy, look, I almost thought it went through.
So after the turnover, Rockets tried to get on the board first. Yeah, just pushed it beyond that left upright. So the Flying Dutchman dodge a flying bullet after the TO, and Caden Stewart gets another crack at it on offense. These teams come in perfect in the Big East Conference at 3-0. Important game that could go a long way in the Big East Conference standings. 1st and 10, another Lakeland University 1st down. On the give in the backfield. And it's Veldboom with a nice head of steam. He fouled his blockers on that left edge, Dan.
Yeah. you know, his MO, he's a tough runner. He got to the edge. We'll see right here. Blockers did a nice job of sealing off the outside backer. First down run.
Braden's been dealing the ups and downs of football that everybody goes through. But he picked up the first down, another Lakeland University first down at the 32. By the right side, burst. And Charlie DePogner, junior running back in that backfield. He worked hard in the offseason, Dan, and has become a nice surprise in his junior campaign.
Yeah, you see DePogner right here. Good blocking up front, especially by the wide receiver and the tight end over there.
Yeah, the offensive line, Swart, Hoffman, Zale, Mentink, and Engelbert. A couple of seniors in there, a couple of juniors, and a sophomore center in Tanner Zales. 2nd and 4 for the Flying Dutchman. Little play action, Stuart Wald. Got to get rid of it, and does just that. In fact, nobody home. Cedar Grove-Belgium looking around saying, who's the intended receiver?
Yeah, they're going to call him for intentional grounding.
There wasn't a red jersey anywhere to be seen. And this is Rick Rodell.
Yeah, unfortunate for that because, I mean, they had a nice little drive going here.
Yeah, you lose the down plus the penalty, so double jeopardy there.
And again, he gets rushed out, but nobody to throw it to.
Closest players, those guys on the sideline. Yeah. So after the penalty, mark it back to the 24-yard line. 3rd and 17 now. Big game changer there with the yellow hanky. Stuart Walt going to try to dial something up here. Needs the 43-yard line. Just a tad too high for Elliot DeTroy. DeTroy, the big tight end in this offense. But
Yeah,
it's 4th down.
And he had him up the seam, but as you said, Bob, just a little bit too high.
So the Rockets going to get the football back. Dirksey, excellent kicker and punter. He'll boot the football to Holloman. Again, dangerous return guy. Knuckleball low to the ground this time, and not a bad kick when you want to kick it away from Holloman.
Yeah, keeps Holloman out of the return game.
Rockets get the football at the 36-yard line. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Cousins Subs. Since 1972, Milwaukee-based Cousins Subs has proudly served their famous better bread, better subs to the greater Milwaukee area. In each Cousins location, the bread is baked daily and piled high with freshly sliced deli meats and grilled to order steak and chicken, fresh produce, and award-winning Wisconsin cheese. Don't I know it? Had one on the drive up to Oostburg, Dan.
Yeah, nice stop by Braden Veldboom. They're all conference inside linebacker. You can see why he's their leading tackler.
Yeah, he's one of those linebackers who just flies to the football. Difficult to block with just one body. Only a gain of a yard there, 2nd down and 9. Shovel toss it to Hellblink, and he gets to the edge, and then he's brought down at the 42-yard line. Nice job pursuing to get there. Caden Stewart-Wall coming up from his safety spot.
Yeah, not just a cover guy. He comes up and hits, and you'll see right here. Hellblink gets the corner, but Stewart-Wall drops him for a 5-yard gain only.
That's why you call the quarterback of the secondary, too.
Yep.
He covers a lot of ground back there. 3rd down and 4. Shovel toss again. Hellblink the other way this time. And look at that. Flag flies in at the last second. DePogner came in and made the tackle short of the stick.
Yeah, we'll see what the flag's on. The way they're reacting, it looks like it's on Cedar Grove-Belgium.
Illegal use of the hands on the Rockets. And the decision, do you want to force fourth down or knock them back?
Yeah.
And I think Oostburg's going to say push them back. We like the way our defense is playing right now. Yeah. DePogner again from the linebacker spot, Dan. Stewart-Wald is really the only safety. You've got two corners and a safety, but that's because they're linebackers. They can drop back in coverage or they can pursue to the football up front. They really like the LB group here.
Yeah, they're very athletic.
All right, 3rd and 15 now for the Rockets. Cedar Grove-Belgium trying to pick up the first down. Nothing doing. In traffic intended for Griffin Knight, and you force fourth down and a punt.
Yeah, good choice for them to take the penalty.
Yeah, it all worked out if you're the Flying Dutchman. And Landon Altheimer. Actually, this is Carter Schmitz. We saw him do the little quick kick, the little pooch kick. He's going to do it again, maybe. Oh, no!
Oh, it got blocked.
That's why I said maybe. And Oostburg going to get it in great field position. The block and the recovery by Mentink will set up the Flying Dutchman in great position.
Yeah, questionable move there. If you're going to punt it, you want to give your punter a chance to at least clear that line of scrimmage.
Dan, that was Avery Hoffman who got in there and got a piece of it.
Yeah.
And then Mentink dove on it.
Yeah,
offense has it at the 32-yard line.
Set up in great field position.
So the chess match continues here in Oostburg. 1st and 10 at the 32. Quick give.
Oh, boy.
Nice little head of steam for a moment. Keegan Laganowski, senior running back, gets his first carry of the night.
Yep, we see right here going off right tackle. Guys out in front doing a really good job blocking.
Brings up a 2nd and 5.
Got 5, did the senior. 2nd and 5. Laganowski now bunched up at the top with Stewart-Wald in the shotgun. Going to call his own number. And 4 banging into Rockets at the line and moving the pile.
Wow.
Got a first down. A Lakeland University first down. This looked like a college QB, Dan.
Yeah, look at here. Almost like a wildcat run. Just lowered the boom. Jonah Banton made contact but didn't slow him down.
1st and 10 at the 21.
Hanging on for dear life. An impressive Lakeland University first down. Ball at the 21-yard line.
We got to get an electrician to fix this connection here. Yeah,
Back to the ground game. And this time, quick wrap up that time by Jonah Banton again.
Yeah, Jonah Banton did a nice job coming up there. Also had Alex Morales, their 2-year starter at corner. He came up. That time Cedar Grove-Belgium just did a nice job of bouncing him to the outside until they could gang tackle him.
Banton's their 2nd leading tackler. Second and 10. Stewart-Wald shotgun again. Rolling, cutting, and going down.
Boy, that's Vadim Misira, their honorable mention all-conference defensive tackle.
Big dude, isn't he, Dan?
Yeah, he is. Watch him flow to the ball here. I mean, you cannot block him one-on-one.
He was the Rockets sack leader. Or check that. got a couple sacks this season,
Yeah.
but very strong. But as you said, very quick on his feet as well.
Very quick. He's got 7 tackles for losses already.
34, this is 43 yards.
3rd and 12 for the Flying Dutchman. And
Got a twitch in that Oostburg offensive line. Little twitch on the right side.
yeah, Rick Rodell saw it too. Do you like wake up in the middle of the night like with dreams of penalties? Like you see everything before it happens.
Oh, I hated penalties.
Yeah, I know. I can tell.
Man.
What coach?
Oh, yeah. What
What
coach?
grade?
Like? I like some of them.
Yeah.
When the other team.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now Flying Dutchmen are up against it. 3rd and 17. They got the block punt. They got the great field position, but going backwards ever since.
Yeah, we'll see Sturwald's arm here.
Pressure. Had to get it away. And did, but it's incomplete. Dolphin, the intended receiver, but even if he catches it, Dan,
Yeah.
nothing happened after
No,
that.
Cedar Grove-Belgium just had that well defensed. Had guys out on the perimeter, and they had great pressure on Sturwald.
All right, Dirksey's the punter, Dirksey's the kicker, and Dirksey's not.
Well,
isn't,
I'm a little surprised. I mean, they're inside the 30.
no Dirksey though. No, now he comes out and going to
Oh, you're going
tee
to
it
try a
up.
long field goal, yeah.
Again, he's a really good soccer player, and he's got a tremendous leg.
45-yarder.
This would be a tremendous kick to put the Flying Dutchman on the board first.
For the field goal attempt.
That's how far.
Oh, he got a hold of it. And it got over the bar.
How about that? From 45.
Wow. Yeah, big-time kick.
The left footer.
Might not have made it from 46, but
Yeah,
it
snuck
made
it
it.
in.
First the ball, it's first down.
Uh-oh, uh-oh.
There's a flag.
Flag.
It's right at the spot where the kick took place at the 35-yard line. There it is.
I didn't see if anybody roughed the
No
kicker.
one did. We were all watching that kick. Roughing the kicker.
Yeah. Well, you're not going to take points off the board.
15-yard penalty, automatic first down. Are they going to take it off the board? I think Oostburg's taking it off the
I
board.
think they might.
Heck of a kick.
Well,
And it
Vince-
doesn't it
Yeah.
doesn't go down.
No, the kickers. I think he was lobbying to not take the penalty, but Vince Lombardi said never take points off the board.
Yeah. So it's another Lakeland University first down instead of 3-0 Oostburg.
The penalty will set up a first down. At the Rocket 14.
So, offense back out there from the 14-yard line. 23 seconds left here in the first quarter. Go back to the
No.
ground game and go backwards again.
Yeah.
Swallowed up once
Wow.
again.
And Vadim Masura right in the middle of that thing.
And Jackson
Austin-
Foster.
Yep, and Austin Knapp. Man.
Foster's the leading tackler coming into this contest for the Rockets. And that'll bring a close to the first quarter of play in this rivalry game in the Big East Conference. It's Oostburg nothing and Cedar Grove-Belgium nothing. Before the second quarter gets underway, we send it down to the third member of our broadcast team. He is John Pearson.
Well, when that field goal happened, we thought we would have a fuel nutrition and fire fitness camp kickoff, but they took it off the board. But we actually have the person responsible for fire nutrition and fire fitness, or fuel nutrition and fire fitness camp. Tell me about your business here, and also the fact that you're supporting these two teams out here. It's a perfect fit for you.
It is. We're here in Oostburg trying to get some fitness into the community. We've been around since January of 2021, bringing some community group workouts. They're just 30 minutes, get you in and out of the door. And then we have protein shakes and energy drinks to kind of keep you going throughout your day. So it's a great pair to really get fitness into the community.
The inspiration was you like to work out, but then you had to go across town in Sheboygan to get the drink to be refreshed. To put it all together, and is it a labor of love or what is it for you?
It is. I have enjoyed working out, and I have a lot of friends from the Oostburg area that did not want to come to Sheboygan with me. So I was like, why not bring it out to Oostburg and have a little fun for our community, get a fit community, just make it all over better health and wellness for all of our community members.
And they can find you on social media.
Yep, I'm on Facebook, Instagram. Both pages are out there. You're easy to find us on both pages.
All right, we'll come back in a second. We're going to let this play happen.
Thank you. 2nd down and 12 for Oostburg. After the 2-yard loss, second quarter gets underway with this play. Toss it in the backfield. It's Veldboom. Pushed out of bounds, but a nice run again to the right side. So positive yardage there to make up for the loss, but still 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, it seemed like the Cedar Grove-Belgium defense got a little fired up when they took the points off the board.
And I guess if you're Oostburg, you're saying, Dan,
Yeah.
well, if you can make it from 45,
Yeah.
anything else here is a chip shot.
Yep.
Tackled again in the backfield. Snuffed out to Pogner. And now it's 4th down, and now you try the field goal again.
Yeah, Jackson Foster again in on that tackle. You can see why, he's their leading tackler.
So this is a recording. Cade Dirksey comes out for a field goal try. This one just on the other side of the 20-yard line. We'll call it the 20, so it's a 30-yard kick. And
Blocked.
this time it's blocked. And Dirksey didn't even know where the football is. So Cedar Grove-Belgium says, okay,
Yep.
take the points off the board, and now you leave them off the board with this blocked field goal.
Yeah, boy, they got a great push up the middle. I didn't see exactly who it might have been. Was it Foster? I think it might have been.
Let's send it back down to John Pearson.
All right, one last thing. Susan wants to make sure an event that's coming up in October, we can promote it with your friend Amber over here.
Yes, on October 18th, we have our Black Label event, which is a Friday night workout party. We have a potluck, some good food. We are doing burpees for...
Walk over. Here she is. This is Amber.
This is Amber. She is doing burpees, and she is going to be collecting money for an event that she is doing, a 60-mile walk in California.
Whoa.
And so she is taking $1 for every burpee on that day. So she is going to be doing this. Her goal is 1,000 burpees on the 18th.
All right, I'm going to get down and do some burpees too. Oh, we're out of time. I'm sorry, but way to go. But make sure to look into it on October 13th, guys.
Keep going, Amber. Little bubble screen up the middle. Catch and carry, and big-time yardage.
Oh!
This is going to go the distance.
Oh, my goodness.
Braden O'Hafen, touchdown Cedar Grove, Belgium. 72 yards on a little bubble screen, Dan, that Braden said, I'm going to turn this into big-time yardage.
Yeah, O'Hafen, normally, you can see right here, I mean, he's their fullback tight end. Normally doesn't touch the ball quite as much, but boy, he knew what to do with it when he got it this time. He took it to the house.
He just kept running down the middle of the field. He had a posse
Yeah.
and turned it into 6.
Yeah, what a turn of events.
All-timer. Bangs the extra point through, and it's 7-0 in a blink. Yeah, you're right, Dan, because you had the long field goal, which was good. Oostburg said, we're going to take the penalty and try it again. They didn't get 6. They didn't get 3. And then Cedar Grove-Belgium makes them pay.
Guys just falling off him. O'Hafen I mean, he's like a bowling ball going down there, 6 foot 205. I mean, his strength is as a pass receiver, even though he plays some fullback. It's mainly in a blocking role.
That's his first touchdown of the season, Dan.
Yes,
and
yeah.
what a TD, 72 yards.
Wow.
So it's 7-0. Rockets break the stalemate here in the second quarter.
Yeah, and it's just so fitting. As Coach said, he's their sniffer position, and what that typically means is that the offense runs through him, whether he's going to be a blocker or catch the ball, and certainly did fit that role there.
Well, here's the kickoff brought to you by Fire Fitness Camp and Fuel Nutrition. You just heard from the ladies down there on the field. Down on the field, taking it and trying to find some running room, but not much, is A.J. Dolphin. Good coverage there by the Rockets. Tonight's game brought to you in part by U.S. Cellular and its Screen Sanity program. Take the challenge. Take the Take 5 challenge. Put your phone down, Dan, for 5 minutes, 5 hours, or 5 days, and time yourself. Learn how to block distractions and focus on human connections. Learn more at uscellular.com/built-for-us. Been a long-time customer. And I always put my phone down during the game, Dan, because there's enough going on. 1st and 10 here. Flying Dutchman trying to get back in it and intended for Dolphin, but too high. Coverage was good there, so he just had to toss it away, did Stewart-Wald.
Yeah. Like you said, Bob, great coverage on the outside there. You know, they've made the majority of their yardage through the air and scored 9 touchdowns behind Stewart-Wald. So it'll be interesting to see, you know, how things progress here.
2nd and 10 at the 24. Toss it.
Oh, the ball's on the ground.
And they're going to say Cedar Grove-Belgium recovered it.
Is that Jackson Foster again?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Leading tackler, all Big East. You can see why.
Watch him shoot through there. It was a bad pitch. It looked like Austin Knapp caused the fumble.
He did. Foster was there to pick it up. Rockets back in business on the fumble recovery at the 14-yard line of Oostburg. Schmitz handed off Helblink. And he's tackled down low by Swart again. Swart has been everywhere, one of their leading tacklers. Got a couple. 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, crucial series here for the Flying Dutchmen. They need to keep Cedar Grove-Belgium out of the end zone.
Schmitz. Pressure.
Oh,
That's a touchdown.
Griffin Knight.
Cutting back to help out his quarterback. 2-1 for the score.
Yeah, just, we'll see right here. Basically uncovered coming back across the field. Walked into the end zone.
For Knight, his 5th touchdown of the season. And for Schmitz, his 2nd tonight and his 10th of the year. All-timer bangs it through. Boy, we were scoreless in the first quarter, Dan, and now we're making up for it
a
here.
lot of action going on.
At least the Rockets are making up for it. Cashing in off the turnover once again.
Yeah, just got that off, too. Had pressure coming off the edge. Was able to get it tonight, though.
Lutke Electric has been family owned and operated since 1960. We've got creative solutions for your electrical challenges, ideas for your new projects that keep your budget and your future in mind, and a great group of guys that work hard to get the job done. Fair, earn our keep. We make our living in your neighborhood with people who live nearby. And stay tuned for later on in the game. We'll have the Lutke Electric moment of the game. Our kickoff, sponsored by our friends at Fire Fitness Camp and Fuel Nutrition. Dolphins got it. AJ looking for a lane, and no lane there. Good coverage once again downfield by the Rockets. Dylan Herrera was there for the tackle. So now Oostburg, they went toe-to-toe in the first quarter and got some breaks of their own, couldn't cash in. Rockets had breaks of their own, couldn't cash in. But it's Cedar Grove-Belgium cashing in the early stages of the second quarter here. Going up by a 14 spot. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Stuart Walt.
Oh.
Incomplete. He looked right and then went left and tried to get Caden Weavers on a comebacker.
Yeah. It looked like he had some room to run, but you got to get the ball to him. Everybody kind of flowed with the direction of the first look, but then he couldn't complete it.
This Rockets defense, they are providing constant pressure. 2nd and 10. Stuart Walt just going to carry himself.
No!
Lost it. And recovered, thankfully. DePachter able to secure the pigskin.
You know, had he not lost that, it looked like if he got by there, he could have got to the sideline and went.
Yeah, there was room.
Yeah.
Forgot a key element, which was secure the ball.
The ball.
He got 7, so it's 3rd and 3 here for Oostburg.
Yeah, big down. They cannot go 3 and out.
DePachter in the backfield. Stuart Walt going to try to get it, needed the 30-yard line.
Close, but
yeah.
He's short, and pretty much you got to go for it.
4th and short.
Yeah, you got a yard, maybe a couple feet. Mike Lauritsen going to talk to Stuart Walt and maybe just 4 calls his number again.
Yeah. You got to rely on Tanner Zale, Swart, and Menting. Tend to think he'd go to the right.
Try to draw him off, and then the push. He got it. Had to get the 30-yard line up and over it without the Eagles, Philadelphia Eagles assistance.
Yeah, exactly.
It's another Lakeland University first down for the Flying Dutchmen.
Yeah, we see right here. He gets low, and he's getting
a
push.
DePachter and Veldboom were assisting their QB.
And Weavers at the end.
So they keep the football. 7 minutes to go before halftime. 1st and 10, Flying Dutchmen trailing by 2 scores.
Oh, man. Oh, Vadim Masura just enveloped him.
Engulfed, enveloped.
Yeah.
Yeah, DePachter.
Watch 65. Just whoa.
This has happened too many times to the Flying Dutchmen in the backfield where white jerseys are there first.
Yeah.
Good look at the junior.
Yeah. 6'2", 295.
Loss of 1, 2nd and 11. Quick toss, and get some positive yardage on the catch by Veldboom. But again, these Rockets, Dan, they, no pun intended, they fly to the football, don't they?
They just fly to the ball, and they're a senior-dominated team, but they have a really solid mix of sophomores and a few juniors that just follow the lead of those seniors.
3rd and 9 for Oostburg. Up against it again here.
3rd and 9 at the 31.
Stuart Walt. Pressure coming at him. Little play action.
Oh, a lot of pressure. Oh, he got out.
And he's going to carry it and won't get it, though. Skids out of bounds at the 36-yard line. About 5 yards shy, 4th down.
Boy, Stewart did a phenomenal job of escaping that pressure. We'll see on the replay here. He wants to drop straight back, but he has to boot out of there. Would have been dropped for about a 15-yard loss.
There were 3, maybe 4 Rockets, Dan, in the backfield.
Yeah.
In hot pursuit. Dirksey will punt the football. Holloman is deep. Into the night sky, and again, a bounce, which is fine by the Flying Dutchmen. They'll down it at the 25-yard line. Rockets get it. Leading this contest 14-0. Dan, to your point about Cedar Grove-Belgium with the mixture of seniors and sophomores, Mike Lortzen, his scouting report to me was that when it comes to the Rockets, they always seem to reload. They never have down seasons. And that's kind of the case with this program over the years. Nice tackle that time in the backfield. Provided by Gabe Bimmel.
Yeah.
Gage Bimmel, I beg your pardon.
Yeah, not that big, but, quick, scrappy, always gets the job done, and he certainly did there. That was a big tackle for a loss on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 12. Schmitz. Oostburg showing some pressure. Here it comes up the middle. Get it away to Hillebring.
Oh.
And they tackle him quickly because Hillebring had some momentum going after the catch in traffic.
Yeah, on the screen you want to hold him up just a hair, but he was lucky to get it off. And you see Hillebring just gets tatered from the outside.
3rd and 3 for the Rockets. 4 minutes to go before halftime. Flying Dutchmen desperately need a stop here to force 4th down. And Schmitz is directing some traffic.
Looked like a injury timeout for Hillebring went off.
Yeah, Ira was gimpy, and Schmitz.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a timeout. They just gave him time to get the injured player off.
Right. Get off the field. And the officials said wind the play clock, so back to it on 3rd and 3. Schmidt's going to carry it himself, and he won't get the first down.
Nope.
That's a yard shy, it looks like. Ooh, less than a yard.
Yeah.
4th down. Cedar Grove-Belgium decision.
You're going to hustle up.
Here we go again. Bunched in tight, everybody, and got past the line. That's a 1st down. Another Lakeland University 1st down for the Rockets. Leading at 14-0 here, trying to put some more points on the board before halftime. from the 36. Schmitz to throw. Back pedals.
Oh,
Man cutting back over the middle.
nice tackle.
Aponte goes down, though. Connor Mentink brings him down.
Yeah, Mentink, all conference outside linebacker. You can see why. Again, you're throwing it underneath Aponte, but Mentink makes a nice tackle.
That had big play written all over
Oh,
it,
yeah.
Dan.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that could have gone for big real estate. Mentink, though, kept him in check after only 6 yards. 2nd and 4, little screen to the outside. Catch it and go after the turnaround, and that's a first down.
Brody Holloman.
Holloman hauling it in.
Yeah, you know, Hillblink goes out, and then you'll see Holloman comes in, and they get it to him, and he knows what to do with the ball after he gets it in his hands. Who's the penalty on?
Yeah, there was a marker you saw in the replay. You could see the hanky come in.
Call the holding, eh?
Oh, so take away the first down. Yeah, we talked to Dan Screwers before the game, and you asked him, will Holloman
Play some running back.
play some running back? And he said, yeah, you might.
Yeah, yeah.
So instead of the first down, it's going to be 2nd down and 11.
Sets up a 2nd and 14.
Yeah, you know, and they got Cade Borden back in the mix here. I mean, number 10 out there. You got to keep an eye on him.
Schmitz wants to throw, does throw. Sideline catch is made, yes, and a first down to boot.
Yeah,
Aponte.
nice job. Rolls out to the right. Yeah, Aponte right on the sideline. Got a nice stable of receivers.
I had to wait for them to unpile there to see
Yeah,
who made the
see
catch.
which one
and
got it.
It was Aponte
Yeah.
who made the catch. So timeout called by Cedar Grove-Belgium. Their first here in the first half. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Pop's Kettle Corn. Proudly owned and operated, Wisconsin family tradition. The brand continues to grow from their roots in Muskego, where we're going to be next week, to wherever you are enjoying a bag, and you can't be more proud to welcome you into the Pops family. You can order online. It's the best way to get it into your mitts and then take it to the games. Visit them, pops.com, to place your order and get yours today. Let's send it down to John Pearson.
Yes, this is an amazing rivalry. They live right near each other, Cedar Grove-Belgium and Oostburg, but it's been 13 years since Oostburg won. The last time Oostburg won, these kids were eating paste and Play-Doh. And I can look at her and I can tell she probably still eats Play-Doh. But they're hoping it all turns around tonight and get this to be a rivalry once again.
Yeah, thanks, John. They're hoping. Oostburg's, again, they got the horses, but Cedar Grove-Belgium, as we said, they always seem to have the horses, Dan.
Yeah.
They reload.
Yeah.
Makes it difficult.
Brody Holloman
Brody Holloman on the carry.
And
carried the ball for about 3 yards, but paid the price. Took a good solid hit.
and some bodies dinged up there. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Lakeland University. Located just 20 minutes, Lakeland University offers an education that fits your life, your goals, your schedule, and your future. Whether you're a high school student planning what's next or a working adult looking for flexibility, Lakeland has the right option for you. Let them customize an education to fit your needs. Find out more, lakeland.edu. Yeah, we had a player,
Yeah,
you can
injury
see,
timeout. Yep.
tangled up in the traffic on the carry. That's
a
Bimmel.
good one.
That's Gage Bimmel.
No, that's Mentink.
That's Mentink. 57, not
Mentnik.
50.
Yeah, that's a big loss for Oostburg if he doesn't return.
Yeah, one of those outstanding outside linebackers. He's up a little gimpy. His head coach is laughing, and so not laughing, but smiling, and that's a good sign that all is probably well. Let him shake the cobwebs here, probably for the rest of the half, with a $1:37 to go in it. Ball's right at midfield. It'll be 2nd down and 7 for Cedar Grove-Belgium.
2nd and 7 at the Flying Dutchman, 49.5.
Oostburg will get the football to begin the second half. So imperative that they keep this game at 14 love. 2nd and 7. Schmitz in the pocket, wings it over the middle, incomplete. Intended for Griffin Knight. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Griffin Knight falls to the ground. That's up a 3rd and 7.
Mike Lorikson is in his 4th season. We talked to him before the game. He said, yeah, I'm aware that it's been 13 straight wins.
Yeah.
He wasn't here for all 13, but he knows. 3rd and 7, Schmitz unloads.
Yep.
Marker comes in.
Yep.
A.J. Dolphin on the coverage, got too handsy with Griffin Knight. And it's going to be 15 on a 1st down for the Rockets.
Yeah, nice pass here by Schmitz. Just enough air under the ball, and had he not interfered, that may have been a completion for a touchdown.
In the old, you don't turn around
right.
to look at the football, you're going to get that flag every time.
Yeah.
Rick Rodell again. Going to march off the 15.
Pass interference on the Dutchman.
So now Cedar Grove-Belgium with 2 timeouts remaining. And they're in great shape here to try to get more points before heading to the locker room. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 35. Another Lakeland University 1st down.
127 goal per half.
Schmitz hanging in as long as he can, and then finally goes down. On the backside getting the tackle is Jake Engelbert.
Jake Engelbert, their good junior defensive end.
Yeah, they move 75 around to do just this.
Yeah, Schmitz evades one attempt by Braden Veldboom, but then Engelbert got him.
Yeah, Engelbert, starter on both offensive and defensive lines.
Yeah.
Under a minute to go. Clock rolling here. 2nd down and 8. Rockets are probably trying to get a big chunk play there, Dan, and then maybe go to work. Now they're not really in a hurry. Schmitz sets up, and in and out of the hands, incomplete.
Yeah, trying to get it to
O'Haven.
Braden O'Haven again.
That sniffer guy, Dan.
Yeah, sniffer guy coming underneath. Wasn't his first choice, but it looked like Braden Veldboom just got enough of a distraction to cause that incompletion.
Yeah, you saw the arms waving.
Yeah.
Almost got a piece of the pigskin. So 2nd timeout called by Cedar Grove-Belgium. They have 1 remaining here. 33 seconds left before halftime, and 3rd and 8 await the Rockets.
On a positive note, it looks like we've got Connor Mentnick back in the game, number 57. That's their all-conference guy, so they need him out there.
Yeah, all hands on deck in this rivalry contest. Both teams coming off big conference wins a week ago. Rocks defeated Hilbert, shut them out 43-0. And the Flying Dutchmen, a grinder at Howard's Grove, winning 12-7 to set up this showdown this week.
Yep.
3rd and 8 now for Cedar Grove-Belgium. 1 TO left. Schmitz empty, dancing, rolling, and throwing it away. Good coverage downfield. Brings
Yeah.
up 4th down.
Great coverage downfield.
Yeah, there was just nobody
nowhere
to
to
throw
go.
to.
Sets up a 4th and 9.
Now, this would be a
He's lined up with 32.
49-yard field goal try. That's a haul. So
They've been pretty good on this screen attempt, so, you know, we got to watch for Old Hafen here.
Schmitz might boot it again. Now he's going to try to pick it up. Try is the operative word. And it's knocked down in the end zone. Kind of like a Hail Mary.
A little bit of a Hail Mary attempt, yep.
You know, risk reward there. But again, Oostburg had a lot of red jerseys downfield to prevent anything happening and any further damage.
No, at least give it a shot down there. There's 4 flying Dutchmen around the one receiver.
Literally flying Dutchmen.
Yeah.
So 18 seconds left. Oostburg has all 3 timeouts, but probably just secure the football, I would imagine, here, and then go to the locker room, get the football to start the second half. Stewart Walt, yeah, he's just going to bunch him in and take a knee.
Take a knee, yep.
And there it is. And that ends the first half of football in this Big East Conference showdown for first place in the Big East Conference. Our Thursday night throwdown scoreboard reads Cedar Grove-Belgium 14 and Oostburg nothing. Stick around. We've got all kinds of people to talk to and things to talk about in our halftime report.
Looking for me? We deliver. Yes. What's up? Delivery. Oh my God. What we do? 80 cents delivery on me.
Welcome back to Thursday Night Throwdown. It is halftime of the Oostburg Cedar Grove-Belgium game. And of course, this is a great game for us to be a part of, but it's also a great week and a week where a lot of teams can make a statement of just where their year is headed. Dan Pfeiffer makes all kinds of statements on Friday nights on Football Friday night on the iHeart stations in 12 markets around the state. And Dan, make a statement. There's a lot going on, and we've kind of gone into new territory up here in Oostburg. Tell me about what you're seeing.
Yeah, you know, you guys are ranging into new territory, but it's territory that we talk about on Football Friday night all the time. One of our affiliates, News Talk 1450 KFIZ in Fond du Lac. Maybe you catch us on the Score in Appleton if you're a fan of one of the teams in the Big East Conference, and that's a little different Big East than the one that I've got on the banner back here. I do some work for Marquette University as well. So, you know, it's one of those things where you've got a couple names there. I'm not talking about Villanova and UConn this time. We're talking about the Big East Conference in high school football. This is the big showdown this week between Cedar Grove-Belgium and Oostburg. You know, the last 2 unbeaten teams in Big East play entering the night. One of 3 conference games that are going on tonight in the Big East Conference. Neither team ranked coming into this contest. We're projecting Cedar Grove-Belgium as about a Division 6 team, Oostburg in Division 5. There is one game going on involving a Big East team tomorrow night. Hilbert is taking on Whitefish Bay Dominican. That's a non-conference game, a filler game to make up for the one vacated because Ozaki and Random Lake merged into a co-op program this year. But hey, you know what? Here is talk about the Big East on Football Friday night, every Friday night. We know stuff about basically every program in the state on the show. At some point in time, it seems like however many of them come up at some point in time. So even though this is new territory for you guys, we know a thing or two about the Flying Dutchmen and the Rockets. Cedar Grove-Belgium comes up quite a bit. They've been a very good program through the years.
Yeah, you've got a lot to determine here as the year goes on, because a lot of times it's the familiar names that end up on the game of the week that you guys do. But to talk a little about some of the better matchups that are coming up, and there are a couple of pretty obvious ones.
Yeah, the big one that we're keying on in the Milwaukee area this week, number 4 Arrowhead in Division 1 statewide going up against number 6 Oconomowoc. you've got a pair of unbeaten teams in Classic 8 play. You're going to have a good game when it comes to this point in the season. Oconomowoc is a perfect 5-0 on the year thus far. Arrowhead's lone loss came at Homestead by just 3 points, 24-21 in week 2. This is going to be Oconomowoc's toughest challenge of the year to date. Travis Wilson of WisSports.net picked them to finish 5th in the Classic 8. They're definitely going to do better than that when all is said and done. They beat Sussex Hamilton, a very good program out of the Greater Metro Conference, in a non-conference game, 21-14 in week 2. They do also play a game that counts for conference stats against a Greater Metro team. That was my alma mater, Brookfield Central. They beat them last week. They've only allowed 35 points on the season thus far. This is the first game of a tough stretch, though, for the Raccoons, where they're also at Mukwonago and then home to Muskego before finishing with Pewaukee. So they can come out and try and make a statement against a very good Arrowhead team this week that gritted out a 7-3 win over Muskego last week. Muskego's second straight loss after losing to Mukwonago last week. That knocked Muskego out of the rankings. We are not used to seeing Muskego without a number next to their name. They have had a couple close games, a 28-9, 28 win over Mukwonago in week 3. Arrowhead did, non-conference loss to Homestead, as well as we mentioned. A lot of last week's good games on paper weren't all that good in reality. Catholic Memorial beat up on New Berlin West, for instance. This one should be different. Arrowhead probably the favorite in this one, even though they're going on the road. They do have the higher ranking, even though they do have the one loss on the season. But this is going to be just another one of those Classic 8 games. There's one every week that's really good that you want to go out and see if you're in the Waukesha County area. And that's the one this week for sure.
Yeah, I've talked with a couple folks out in Oconomowoc, and they're just right on the edge of believing. It's they've not that always have their heart broken, but they're always up against such great competition. But obviously that win last week is going to make some believers. And if they can pull off Arrowhead, all of a sudden you've got an entire town of Raccoon fans just absolutely fired up. One thing we do want to mention is Muskego. We are not used to seeing them on a losing streak, dropping out of the top 10, and we'll have them next week with Kettle Moraine. But when a program has gotten very used to winning in dominant fashion, talk about trying to bounce back when you don't have a lot of experience to draw on, Dan.
Yeah, Ken Krause's program not used to losing 2 games in a row. It has been quite a while. They go up against the number 5 team in Division 2, Germantown, in this week's Classic 8 Greater Metro crossover game. These have been great games on the whole. It does count in the standings for Muskego. So, you go up against a good Germantown team this week. It doesn't get any easier. There's a chance that they could end up going loss, which again, we just are not used to out of this Muskego team. Germantown, they're 2-1 in Greater Metro play, and this counts in the standings for them as well in terms of a conference game. They bounced back last week after falling a couple weeks ago, but Muskego's got that multiple option offense. We talk about it all the time. It might be getting to the point where teams are starting to figure out some of what they're doing offensively, and it's tough to see for them. And you mentioned that game. There's a lot of other good games going on as well this week, too. You've got D1 number 5 Mukwonago going up against Kettle Moraine. Again, that team that you're going to see next week as well. Both of those teams are 2-1 in the Classic 8, so Kettle Moraine and Muskego could be coming into that game off of a loss potentially. I mean, hate to say exactly what's going to happen tomorrow night, but, it could be. And that's the way that the Classic 8 goes, is you've got all of these great games, and monsters go up against monsters, as it is in the Classic 8. Elsewhere in the Milwaukee area, we've also got Hartford at Division 2, number 8, Homestead. Homestead is 3-0 in the North Shore. They've looked really good. Hartford 2-1 in North Shore play. A couple good games in the Parkland Conference. We talked about Wauwatosa West and Catholic Memorial last week. Catholic Memorial, number 2 in Division 3. Catholic Memorial just beat up on New Berlin West last week. Both teams are 3-0 in Parkland Conference play. Catholic Memorial probably the much better team. You've got New Berlin West at Wauwatosa East. Both of those teams suffered tough losses last week. Tosa East fell to Tosa West. Kenosha Bradford's at the number 2 team in Division 1, Franklin. Franklin is one of a number of very good Division 1 teams around the state. Keep your eyes on Kimberly up north, Verona out of the Madison area. Madison Memorial's having a very good year. All of those teams in the Classic 8 that we talk about are in Division 1. You've got Milwaukee Marquette back again. The Hilltoppers, defending Division 1 champions. They've been getting better every week. And then even in the Woodland Conference, you've got number 4 Grafton out of the Division 3 going up against Greenfield. Grafton's won 4 straight. They joined Greendale as one of 2 Woodland Conference unbeatens. Greenfield, they suffered a big, tough loss to Greendale last week. They'll try and bounce back. So, yeah, you talk about Muskego and Germantown, and that's a big game going on this week. You're going to have a big game next week with Muskego and Kettle Moraine here on WSS. You know what? There's big games every week around the area, and there's more of them this week as well. Yeah,
we saw Grafton last week and absolutely dominating performance in that one. And everybody got to accomplish something in that game, and kind of a feel-good game for them. And again, we want to point out earlier in the year we did have Germantown, who you mentioned, and Cooper Catalano, their linebacker, who is headed to Wisconsin, set the all-time tackles record for the state of Wisconsin. And when you do it this early in the year, he might just lap the field and hold on to that record for a long, long time. It helps to be really, really good from the time you're a freshman. So congratulations to the Catalano family for that kid and just all that he has done. So tell me a little bit about what you're going to be doing tomorrow night. Obviously, it involves high school football, but I don't have to ask you where you're going to be. You're going to be everywhere.
Well, we're everywhere, but we're also in a studio on the southwest side of Milwaukee, John. Football Friday night. Again, you can hear us on 12 stations around the state of Wisconsin. We've kind of settled in on the Big 920 for now in the Milwaukee area. That might change a little bit once Admiral season starts up. But we're going to be talking about playoff-eligible teams tomorrow night, too. You've got a number of teams that are 3-0 in conference play. They're going to try and lock down a playoff spot tomorrow night. You've got Marquette, as we talked about. They're at Nathan Hale. They should win that game. Nathan Hale's 1-4. You've got Sussex Hamilton, 3-0 in the Greater Metro Conference. They should get their playoff spot against Menominee Falls, who's 0-5 on the season. Whitefish Bay is going up against number 2 team in Division 2, Slinger. Slinger, 3-0 in North Shore Conference play. West Bend East is 0-5. They're going up against another team that's 3-0 in the North Shore Conference in the number 7 team in Division 2, Cedarburg. Cedarburg should secure a playoff spot. We mentioned Greendale. They're at South Milwaukee, who has yet to win a game this year. So we'll be talking about playoff eligibility, teams that are securing that spot by getting their 4th conference win. To secure a playoff spot, you have to finish at or above 500. Usually there's a number of teams that are a game below 500 that make it in to fill out the bracket, but we'll be running through all of that and more on the show, 9:30 to 11. Listen on your favorite station, one of 12 around the state of Wisconsin, the Big 920 in Milwaukee. We mentioned KFIZ in Fond du Lac if you're one of the folks that's interested in Big East football, as well as the Score in Appleton. Football Friday night. It's the best way to get high school football coverage in the state of Wisconsin.
And, of course, if you need more, you can go to the iHeart app and find out that there's still not a whole section of pictures of Dan. That's the only thing it's lacking on that app. They actually have everything. But, Dan, well, good luck tomorrow night. I can't believe we're already in Week 6, but I also can't believe there's teams that can wrap up a playoff spot this early. Thanks for joining us tonight, Dan.
You're welcome, and we'll work on the cheesecake calendar. It might be coming closer to the end of the year. We've got to try and figure out how much we want to sell it for again.
There are probably hundreds of people retching just a little bit right now, just at the thought, but we'll take it.
Maybe thousands.
All right. Thanks, Dan.
Phones were made to help us connect, yet somehow they've made us less connected. Which is ironic. Don't you think? We try to put our phones down, but we need to pick them up to see the menu. We can't watch something without also watching something else.
Ironic.
Ironic. But look, here's a phone company who wants you to use your phone less.
That's ironic.
Yeah, but in a good way. Let's find us again with Us Mode. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Traffic jam.
Oh, and I'm already late.
We're back here in O-Town, the Big O, Oostburg, Wisconsin. Big battle in the Big East. And our halftime score, Cedar, Grove-Belgium, the neighbors to the south, lead it 14-0 over the Flying Dutchmen. Bob Raynor, Dan Brunner, John Pearson, and our crew here in Oostburg. First half highlights. You had the 45-yard kick. Oh, it was good. But then they accepted the penalty for roughing the kicker. And they got close, but they tried it again closer and got it blocked. And then Cedar, Grove-Belgium said, okay, we're going to make you pay, Dan.
Yeah. And that's Obelink, or Olhaven, I should say, just taking it to the house.
72 yards.
72 yards.
So you had the made field goal, then the blocked field goal, and that led to the touchdown. And then you had this, Dan, a fumble in the backfield.
Fumble in the backfield, recovered by Foster.
And the Rockets cashing in both times that they were presented with those key turnovers. Second touchdown on the cutting pattern across the middle. Griffin Knight got it for the score. And that makes it 14-0 at the half. As the Rockets try to extend their winning streak against their rivals in the Big East Conference to 14 straight. Second half about ready to kick off, but before it does, we check in once again with John Pearson.
We've always try to find sponsors, and we also try and do a public service here. And the public services, there's some really good football coming up this week, and obviously in the high school games tomorrow. But on the college scene, one of our sponsors tonight, Lakeland University and the Muskies going at it. Their home opener against Wisconsin Lutheran. Coach Colin Bruton joins me now. And Coach, obviously 1-1 start, but you lit up the scoreboard. And I know you're just going to take the credit because you called the plays, but talk about what's coming up and what you see for your program this year.
Yeah, it's a big one for us on Saturday night. We have Wisconsin Lutheran, home opener. They're 1-0 in the conference. We're 1-0 in the conference. They're a very good football team. 6 p.m. night game at Lakeland. You know, it's going to be a great crowd. We're doing a whiteout, and really would love to have people come out and come support. You know, we play a very exciting brand of football. We scored 66 points last week. We gave up 61 points. So, 127 is a lot, but if you love offense, you know, it's a great time to come out and watch some football.
Well, you're not going to guarantee 127 points, but just to make sure you're bringing people in with this way, and it also helps. You got a local guy who is the spark of that offense. And talk a bit about the philosophy and also what you're trying to generate with your offensive plan.
Yeah, so we're a spread offense. We're no huddle. We're up tempo. We're trying to snap the ball in about 12 to 14 seconds. So really trying to play a ton of snaps. Our goal is always 90 snaps a game on offense, which, you know, an average high school game, you're probably snapping it 40 to 45 times. And we got a dual threat guy, a quarterback, Robbie Michael, Sheboygan Lutheran grad, and just a great dual threat guy. You know, he threw for 340 last week. He ran for over 200, and he's exciting. Every time he touches it, he can score and make a big play happen. And we got a bunch of other guys around him that he kind of just plays point guard and gets the ball out to. So it's, you know, it's like I said, a very exciting brand of offensive football.
And when you can build some momentum in this area, the support you guys get is amazing. Talk about when you get people talking about the program, they're talking about the team, and you're just walking down the street or you're out somewhere, people definitely notice when Lakeland's good.
Absolutely. You know, it's Lakeland's kind of a hidden gem in Sheboygan County sometimes, but, you know, we get great support from the community, and, you know, having a local guy that's kind of our quarterback, our captain, our leader really helps. You know, people know Robbie and know his history as an athlete at Sheboygan Lutheran, but yeah, people are excited. You know, we get people from Howard's Grove and Plymouth and Sheboygan Falls, and we got a growing network of coaches that played at Lakeland that now are out in Wisconsin that are coming back and bringing their athletes back to games and things like that. So yeah, it's really exciting, and you know, love seeing people wearing Lakeland gear around Sheboygan in the streets, and you're out at restaurants and things like that, and people are supporting the Muskies.
And it is the home opener. It's another local team, Wisconsin Lutheran. Let's hear your best pitch. I know you can give a pregame speech. We'll give the fans a little pregame speech to get out there Saturday night.
Yeah, it's going to be a heck of an atmosphere. It's going to be a whiteout. You know, you're going to see two really good football teams. You're going to see, like I said, a very exciting brand of football. You're going to see a ton of points, balls in the air, fourth down. You know, we're going to be very aggressive, and you're going to have a great time out there. You know, Lakeland, like I said, it's kind of a hidden gem, and we got a fantastic campus. We have a ton of exciting things going on all the time, and people got to come out and check us out because we got a lot of good stuff going on.
All right, Coach Bruton, thank you so much, and let's make sure they're not a hidden gem or just a gem as this season goes on, guys.
Thanks so much. Stay tuned for our Lucky Electric moment of the game. It's our play of the game. It's brought to you by Lucky Electric. You can add an outlet, install a bath fan, fix a light, wire a generator, install a new car charger. They can do it all. Since 1960, family's been investing in ideas that make life a little better, one switch at a time. Also, stay tuned for, in the second half, Dan, at the end of the game, we'll bring you our Pops Kettle Corn player of the game. John Pearson will have that for us right now. Got to be somebody from the Cedar Grove-Belgium side, but Oostburg going to try to flip the script here in the second half.
Bob, did I ever tell you how much I like popcorn?
Pops Kettle Corn? Yes.
Yeah, Pops.
Yes, you
Pops,
did.
yes.
You and I shared a bag last week, and you ate like 80% of it. So, and again, next week, our Week 7 Thursday night throwdown is going to be in Muskego, Catamaran, and
the home
Muskego, the home of Pops Kettle Corn. Can't wait to get there.
I can't either. back to that electric company, I would strongly recommend not doing those jobs yourself. I have blown a number of circuit breakers in my lifetime trying to do some of those things.
The coach speaks from experience, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow. Oh.
Happy to have all of our fine folks sponsoring our Thursday night throwdown tonight here in Oostburg for week 6. And the second half kickoff getting closer now. Again, Oostburg's going to get the football, and they need the football, Dan. They need to do something with it.
Absolutely.
And again, had their opportunities in the first half.
You know, Bob, that blocked field goal just took all the wind out of their sails. I mean, they were flying high. They had kicked that 45-yarder.
That's Dan. That's my bag.
Oh.
And there's Dan's, which is half eaten.
It's half empty.
Yeah. How does that work? Thank you, Pops.
Oh, yeah.
Don't mind us if we're munching during the play-by-play here in the second half. No, you're right. The blocked field goal, because after you make the 45-yarder, crowd's into it, Flying Dutchmen are into it, they lead 3-0, and then
move down the field, and then to have that blocked, it's just like they didn't quite recover from that.
Altheimer boots it, reeled in at the 5-yard line. This is Dolphin. AJ on the cutback.
Got a seam, yep.
And he makes his way to the 30-yard line. So back at it, the Flying Dutchman and Caden Stewart-Walt. Nice return here by Dolphin.
Yeah, you can see he had a little bit of a seam there.
There's Caden back into the huddle. The Lake Michigan effect has kicked in here in the second half. You can see the steam and the breath out there in the football field. 1st and 10 on the Lakeland University first down for the Dutchmen at the 30-yard line. Quick give to Dolphin. Tried that little quick jet sweep that time, but Rockets weren't having it.
Yeah, they're getting, that was Cole Anzia, another one of their outstanding inside linebackers. Flowed to the ball, made the tackle.
Both of Cole's older brothers played linebacker at Cedar, Grove-Belgium.
Yeah, he reads the guards well, and he did that time. Took him right to the ball.
That's part of why here in Oostburg, they look down the road and say, these guys just always reload because it's the same names. No one leaves the community.
Yeah, right.
2nd and 9 now for Oostburg. Ooh, a risky handoff there. Might have been a bobble to Proctor.
Yeah, Ethan Minnick. Ethan Minnick, interesting story, number 9 here. You see him on the tackle. He's recovered from 2 ACLs, a torn meniscus. And he just doesn't stop playing. You just can't keep him down. And, his coach said he can't even imagine how good he'd be had he not had those injuries.
Yeah, there was a little bobble there by Proctor. And I think that slowed him down. Only got a yard, so looking at 3rd down and 9 now. Empty backfield for Stewart-Walt.
Timeout.
Yep, timeout. Flying Dutchman. Mike Lordson wants to talk it over here. Try to pick up a key first down. Don't want to go 3 and out to start the second half.
No, this is a big down.
Gives us time to tell you that tonight's game is brought to you in part by Cousins Sub. And stay tuned as we will salute the Cousins Subs fan of the game. Cousins Subs, better bread, better subs. I know John Pearson has been checking out the crowd, which, by the way, what a crowd we have here.
Man, what a crowd.
You can see all the folks on the far sideline from Cedar Grove-Belgium. They're lining the fence. And full house here on the Oostburg side.
Yeah. Still a ton of people at the concession stand as well.
Dan knows because he tried to go there at halftime.
Couldn't get in.
Yeah. No, great atmosphere. And again, the community's just 6 miles apart, door to door, from high school to high school. And everyone has turned out to watch the latest meeting between the Flying Dutchmen and the Rockets. 3rd and 9 here. Stuart Walt, pressure coming, hangs in there and overthrows the intended receiver. That was Leganowski, but a lot of white jerseys surrounding 22. And it's 4th down.
Yeah, nice job giving them some time, but again, just nobody open.
And now Dirksey gonna boot the football. Dan Cade is a 4-sport athlete here. So he does soccer during football season, plays basketball, and runs track. So that's 4 sports during one school season.
That's
amazing.
Rare, right.
Low line drive, fielded, and I don't think it was a marker. Maybe a marker came in.
Yeah, good coverage. Avery Hoffman coming down there.
Yeah, Holloman was. Yeah, there was a flag. It was tossed to the fog. I mean, I'm not kidding about the fog. We're not that far away from Lake Michigan, folks, so this is interesting. Too early for Halloween.
Yeah.
Still a month away. So no flag. I think it might have been a beanbag, but 1st and 10 from the 41. Helbling gets the carry straight ahead for a gain of about 3. Again, Ira's the sophomore, filling in for the injured Billy Navis. Dan Screwers was telling us about Navis. Look at that. Ooh.
Yeah.
They're going to shoot a Michael Jackson Thriller video after the game here. 2nd and 7 now for the Rockets. Little toss. It went quickly to Griffin Knight. It's kind of one of those volleyball tips on the snap tonight.
Yeah.
Mentink, though, back out there and making the tackle along with Stuart Walt. 3rd and 6 coming up for the Rockets. Remember Eagles Bears at Soldier Field? Remember that game?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
Not that bad yet. 3rd down. Schmitz, catch, and tackled. Combo platter tackle that time by Batachter and Veldboom to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, you can see him here. This is a classic meet at the receiver. Nowhere to go for Griffin Knight.
Charlie's older brother, Donovan, is on the staff. He's a former player. Caden Stuart Wald's father, Zach, is also on the coaching staff, so a lot of family ties. Schmitz going to kick it, right?
Pooch punt again.
Yep. He's done this most of the night.
Got a great roll.
It'll be down at the 14-yard line. So the Flying Dutchmen, the defense holds. Now their offense, still a long way to go here on that end of the field. Trailing in the 3rd period. Still 14-0. Mike Lauritsen went to Westosha Central, Dan, and played football and ran some track down there. Then he went to Platteville. He was a really good receiver with the Pioneers.
Yeah.
He's a Phi Ed and health teacher at Oostburg Middle School and lives in the community as well. He's really embraced everything that is Oostburg High School and football. Stuart Walt. 1st and 10, Flying Dutchman. Looking for some running room.
Oh.
And he finds some. And the whistle blows it dead.
Yeah,
still a good pickup.
Stepped out, but I think they got called for a hold.
Yeah, so he could have went all the way down the sidelines, and it's coming back anyway.
I don't know if we'll see it, but yeah, he did a nice job getting the edge.
And the frustration.
Holding a declining Dutchman negates a big gain by Stewie.
It might have been on Laganowski, Dan. Someone on the edge there might have pulled down a Ponte.
Yeah, it didn't look like any of the linemen. So you might be right, Bob.
Either way, it's costly because that was a first down. You're looking at about the 35-yard line, and now look. Back to the 7. Make it the 6. 1st and 20 now. Stewart Walt.
Same play.
Yep. And different result. Banged out of bounds. Hit hard by Aponte.
Yeah, and Jackson Foster. Wow.
Stewie on the carry, tackled by Aponte.
Those two guys both got a lick in.
And a couple of all-conference defenders.
Sets up a 2nd and 20.
And no gain, so 2nd and 20 now. Flying Dutchman just in the first quarter, they had some traction offensively. They haven't had much since.
No, costly penalties just kept them behind the chains.
Stewart Walt brought down for a sack. R.J. Griffin was there to wrap him up and corral him and bring him down. Third in Sheboygan, at least.
Yeah, you can see right here, Griffin coming in. Didn't have a chance.
Yeah, ran right into it, 70.
Yeah.
Stewart Walt. Oh, boy. That's a safety. That's 2 points for the defense. They swung it out to the Pockner, and the defense snuffed it out to get 2. What a play.
Yeah. Just going to dump it. Hopefully get it out in space to do something, but Austin Knapp dropped him. Talented sophomore defensive end dropped him for a safety.
So 16-0.
We're getting fogged out.
Yeah. Those guys, there's guys over there in the white jerseys. Let's go down to John Pearson before the kick after the safety.
Yes, indeed. We want to salute a lot of the great things that are going on here tonight. And one thing U.S. Cellular, one of our sponsors, wants to do is just salute what some of the schools are doing as community service. And at Cedar Grove-Belgium, stop everything out here. The president, yes, Anna Jerebeck joins us, the student council president. Let's talk about what you do in lieu of trick-or-treating and helping the community.
Well, every year in lieu of trick-or-treating, we go around with red wagons around Cedar Grove, and we collect non-perishable food items for our Cedar Grove area food drive.
And when you ran off the numbers to me, like, oh, how much could it be? I bet it's pretty good, but you blew me away when you told me what you were able to accomplish last year.
Well, our food drive feeds about 35 families, and we were able to feed those families for a month last year.
And the food pantry is where, and maybe there are people who want to support what you're doing. How do they maybe learn more, maybe through the school and also through the student council?
Well, the food pantry is at Faith Reformed in Cedar Grove, and we have donation boxes outside if you would like to donate. And we post all the things we do on our student council Instagram as well.
And to be involved with something like this, I mean, you ran for president, obviously you want some responsibility, but be involved with stuff like this, what's it mean to you?
I don't know. I really like that everyone thought I was responsible enough and trust me enough to run this and take charge of everyone and get things done this year.
And this is a president we can all agree on. First of all, she's very positive, and she's also very brave to be on the Oostburg sideline when she's a Cedar Grove-Belgium president. You guys could say, let's hear it for her, right, guys? All right, thanks.
Thank you very much. The fog's getting worse, Dan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice tackle in the backfield.
Yeah, nowhere for him to go.
He'll blink. Brought down by Swart again, called his name plenty.
Yeah, Nick Swart, honorable mention, All Conference. Whoa.
He'll blink down the sidelines.
Well, he's back and healthy.
Sure is, and he's also in the end zone for the touchdown. So the safety gave him 2. They got the football back, and 2 plays later, they're into the end zone for 6. That's a 58-yard run.
Yeah, great job sealing things off. You can see Case Krushke and Mason Saline on the right side sealed it off, and then Ira just did the rest on his own.
Ran into the smoke monster from Lost. Extra point is good. 23-0. So Cedar Grove-Belgium getting it done in all 3 phases, Dan.
Yeah.
We saw the special teams in the first half, the defense causing the safety, and now the offense, another big explosive play.
Again, those guys on the right side just did a great job, and then Hilbeling just outran everybody.
You had O'Hafen. That was a 72-yard touchdown catch over the middle, and this one a 58-yard run by tonight's kickoffs have been brought to you by Fire Fitness Camp and Fuel Nutrition. Kick off your road to good health at Fire Fitness Camp and Fuel Nutrition on Business Park Drive here in Oostburg. All set to boot the football again. It's Cade Borden. Came in with 6 touchbacks.
Yeah, he's got quite a leg.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's got a hammer. This one won't make the end zone. It'll be fielded at the 4-yard line by Dolphin. AJ and goes down. Again, the little things, Dan, special teams, good coverage by both kick teams for Cedar Grove-Belgium tonight.
Yeah, Austin Knapp, who just got that safety, just stopped Dolphin.
We got one of the Flying Dutchmen down. That's Elliot DeTroy. This might be cramping up.
Yeah.
Again, we'd like to thank D&D Company for generously supporting this game as being a game.
So the training staff out there to don't say pickle juice.
I was
no,
just
no, no. There is no pickle juice. Tonight's game, though, is brought to you in part by U.S. Cellular and its Screen Sanity program. Take the Take 5 challenge. Put your phone down for 5 minutes, 5 hours, 5 days, and then time yourself. Learn how to block distractions and focus on human connections. Learn more at uscellular.com/built-for-us. We're getting some cool video tonight.
Yeah, very.
I'll tell you that.
Man, that old movie that I used to scare me, The Fog.
Oh, that scared you?
Oh, that was a creepy movie years ago.
Well, yeah, but
it's not anymore, right?
I know, it's just fog, Dan. It's,
yeah, but it used to like eat people.
Well,
and, or it looked like it did.
But it's not Jason or, you know, the
guy
with the Texas Chainsaw.
Yeah, yeah, those are.
That's modern scary.
Yeah,
movies, right? Yeah, okay.
Those are different kind of movies.
I got you. Yeah, players getting a chance to hydrate after seeing a little cramping going on there. Not a bad idea. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Lakeland University, located just 20 minutes away. Lakeland University offers an education that fits your life, your goals, your schedule, and your future. Whether you're a high school student planning what's next or a working adult looking for some flexibility, Lakeland has the right option for you. Let us customize an education to fit your needs. Find out more at lakeland.edu.
Yeah, that was Elliot DeTroy.
Yep.
Nice to see him coming off.
Flying Dutchmen will be at Manitowoc Lutheran next Friday night for another Big East Conference matchup. Cedar Grove-Belgium will head south, be back home against Random Lake / Ozaki. Ozaki teaming up with Random Lake now in the Rams.
Oh, nice job.
Yeah, just threw it away, Dan, but Caden Weavers actually came back to help his QB out.
Yeah. Definitely. You see on the replay here, looked like he's going to get sacked. This time, he, rather than throw it, just throw it away, he threw it in the direction of Weavers, and Weavers came up with it.
I don't even know if Keaton knew 5 was in the neighborhood, or
Yeah.
he was just hopeful, but got the job done to pick up 5. 2nd and 5. It's Stuart Wald.
Ew! Oh, man.
Dan got all excited because
Jonah Banton.
You thought he was taking it to the
I
house.
thought he was going to take
Yeah.
it to the house, and Banton had other ideas. We'll see number 33 make a shoestring tackle here.
Your enthusiasm, though, was rightfully so. I mean, there was a big opening up the
Yeah.
middle, and he picks up another Lakeland University first down. Caden's eyes probably got real wide and then brought down. But 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line for the Flying Dutchman. Stuart Wald off his back foot, lets it go, and incomplete.
Hit the ground.
Yeah. Caden Weavers again almost came up with a big-time catch.
Yeah, he's getting pressure, but he got it off. Nice throw. Just off his hands. Hit the ground.
Yeah, nose of the ball on the deflection. Weavers is kind of one of these jack-of-all-trades guys. They use him in different roles offensively. Trying to get him the football here and move this football down the field. 2nd and 10 for Oostburg. Go back to the ground game. Laganowski, senior running back, picks up about 4. So 3rd and 6 for the Flying Dutchman.
Yeah, big down here.
And maybe, Dan, 4-down territory when you're down a 23 burger.
Yeah, especially with only three minutes and change in the 3rd quarter yet.
Empty here for Stuart Walt. Pressure coming. He navigates.
I think you're right, Bob. It's going to be, they're going to go on 4th.
Have to. It's 4th down and 4 for number 4.
Yeah, nice job getting to the edge, but just too good a linebacker play by Cedar Grove-Belgium.
Mike Luritzen. Instructions to Caden, his senior QB. Needing 4 yards to keep this drive alive in the fog here in Sheboygan County. 4th down.
Oh, you got a delay. That was a pretty quick delay.
Costly, too.
You got a punt now.
Yeah, 4th and 4 was manageable. 4th and 9, risky. Yeah, Mike Luritzen says, get the punting unit out there. And it's Cade Dirksey again. I told you Cade is, 4-sport guy. including basketball, Dan, he was the Big East basketball player of the year
man.
last year. He's a really good point guard.
He's a good athlete.
Yeah, he's just good at everything, including, well, low snap, and he got it away, but I think the ball was tipped.
Yeah.
It's down at the 40-yard line. Pressure was coming up the gut again on 84.
Yeah, you can see low snap, pulled it off the turf, but he was under duress. Yeah, yep.
It's a piece.
Got a piece of it.
Banton.
Yep, Jonah Banton got a piece of it.
The left hand. Down to John Pearson.
Yeah, it's not going the way that Oostburg wants tonight, but Caden Leganowski just being in the game means the world to him and to this team. He was in the car accident in January, basically destroyed his kneecap and worked his way back because he just loves football so much. He's hobbling around a bit more, but it does mean a lot to him and this team that he's out there. So it's just another sign of what this community means, but I could see them also saying, Caden, for your own good, we're going to let you just be a part of things tonight without playing anymore.
Yeah, thanks, John. One of those emotional leaders that the community all knows his story, and just appreciative that he's back out there.
That was almost a spectacular catch by Griffin Knight.
This is Helbelink. Good pursuit on the backside by the Flying Dutchman. And whistle stopped the play. Was there a penalty? Yes, flag over there on the far sideline. It's going to go against the Rockets. Legal block in the back.
Illegal block in the back on the Rockets.
So instead of 3rd and short, you dial up 2nd down again, 2nd and long.
Back 10 yards.
The Rockets were in the playoffs a year ago. Made it to level 2, lost at Kewanee 42-7. Oostburg in the playoffs as well, but lost to Horicon Hustis. That's your neighborhood.
Hustisford.
49-21. Sorry. Are they the Marshmen then? Are they still the Marshmen?
Yeah, I think they are. I think. Well, I don't know if Horicon takes precedence.
Yeah. It's the H-H team. Anyway, they knocked off Oostburg in the first round of the playoffs a year ago. So both teams off to good starts this season. They would like to finish strong and have deeper playoff runs come postseason time. And a key game unfolding here tonight that will help determine the future for both squads. 2nd down and 15 after the penalty. Carter Schmidt surveying here before the snap.
Yeah, eating some clock up. Gonna wait till that back judge puts his hand up.
Yeah, not a bad idea, right?
No.
The suspense is killing me.
I know. There we go. Now we'll get ready.
And they hand it off. Helbelink again.
Ooh.
And tackled for a loss. Nick Swart got him low, Dan.
Yeah.
Swartz played really well tonight. 3rd leading tackler on this Oostburg team coming in. Adding a bunch more to his total tonight. Tackle for loss there makes it 3rd and 16. Schmitz just unloads it over the middle. And that's O'Hafen again. This time they bottle him up before he runs it all the way to the house.
Yeah, yeah. Same play he took it to the house with earlier. You see right here, just throwing a middle screen. But well defended Braden Veldboom. Tough to block, and Right on cue there. He was tough to block.
4th down. Schmitz and company still out there. Doesn't mean they're going to run an offensive play. They might, but he also might pooch punt it. You've got options.
Almost got it blocked.
Yeah. Not a good kick. It'll be down at the 37-yard line. Oostburg will get it with 4 seconds left. So 23-0. Cedar Grove-Belgium in control of this one. Oostburg gonna, step by step here, try to break the shutout and then try to build from there.
Yeah, they've been their own worst enemy with these penalties. They just have not been able to start a drive without putting themselves behind the chains.
Players in and out of the huddle here on the final play, barring a penalty of the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10 from the 36. Low snap, Stuart Walt tosses it, catch and carry to Pockner.
Here we go.
There goes number 9, tripped up just past midfield, but big chunkage there for the Flying Dutchmen when they turn around to begin the 4th quarter.
Yeah, nice job. Pockner reads his blockers well, and then when he sees the open space, he takes off.
After 3, it's now 23-0 as we send it down to John Pearson before the 4th quarter begins.
Yeah, the mood is a little creepy with the fog, but it's actually electric as well tonight. Yes, we have the electric moment of the game coming up later on. Thanks to Lidkey Electric, a family operation, and there's Brandon, there's Chase, and we'll find out the name down there in a minute. Talk a little bit about the way this community does come together for something like this. It's a great rivalry. One side's been winning for a lot of years, but Brandon, tell me why you wanted to be involved with this, why it's such a big part of what Lidkey's about.
Yeah, I mean, we've been together. I mean, we've been a family company since 1960, and having a community come together like this, both Oostburg and Cedar Grove, we like to, we know people from Oostburg. My in-laws are from Cedar Grove, so it's kind of a big family atmosphere when these two schools come together.
And kind of the way you do business, because I'm from a very small town, so you need to come through for people because you're in a small town, you'll hear about it, but the way you respond is important too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. I mean, if we don't pick up our phone and within 24 hours, that's what we like to say. If we can get a phone call back to you just to let you know that we answered the phone and like we heard your message and stuff like that. But if you don't, like you say, you come to these football games and they're like, hey, did you get my message?
And Chase, talk a little bit about just the way a community comes together like this for this. And yeah, it's a rivalry, but they also everybody's friends tomorrow. It's kind of how you guys probably operate as well, is to make sure you're always involved.
Oh yeah, definitely. So like in the business realm, he's my brother, so we come to work as business partners every day. But then work day is done and we get together as a family, and we're still brothers at the end of the day. We like to keep things civil and don't let the work get to our heads.
And get final philosophy just about making sure the community knows you're there for them.
So I mean, I guess what I would have to say is that. So they gave us a chance in 1960 when our grandfather started this. They got him going, fixing tube TVs, and gave him the opportunity to, make a name for himself and for our family. So we always got their backs. Whenever they give us a call, like my brother said, within 24 hours, we like to give them a call back and try to do our service to them to give back.
All right, and finally, down here, any chance of a coup? Is this the next CEO right here?
We'll see. We'll see if he wants to do it or not. We don't like to pressure him. If he wants to do it, that would be great. But this is Lane, so if he wants to carry on the family a family name, Chase has got a son named Lincoln. It would be cool to keep passing it on to the 4th generation for sure.
Can you say it's electric?
It's electric.
There we go. I'm sorry. That's the coolest song I could come up with, guys.
Thank you, gentlemen. That's going to bring up 4th. Dan, did you take their number down? Because you don't like doing that work, right?
No, I don't.
Okay. And
I don't.
And Oostburg's close by. They would do a house call.
Absolutely.
To your place. Again, great pursuit all night long. This has been going on.
And Foster, Jackson Foster coming from his defensive line position, just roams sideline to sideline.
4th down, they're going to go for it, the Dutchmen.
Gotta.
They need 7 yards to move the chains. Stewart-Walt all by himself. Pressure. Escapes. Launches.
Whoa.
Got his man. And that's a touchdown. Caden Weavers again.
Yeah, wow. Big time throw by Caden Stewart-Walt.
44-yard hookup, Dan.
Look here. It looks like he's going to get sacked. Gets outside. Uncorks one. Weavers. Johnny on the spot. Into the end zone. Breaks the seal right here.
Weavers was downfield. He just kept waiting and waiting. And his poor quarterback, Stewart-Walt, was trying to relieve some pressure and give himself some breathing room to make that throw. And Weavers was there to help him out. Going to go for 2 here.
Yep. Heck of a throw.
Yeah.
That was a bomb.
Is intended for Veldboom, I think. But again, red shirts, white shirts. One more look, though, at the touchdown, Dan.
Yeah, look at this. Almost sacked. I mean, that's a heck of a throw. Weavers had gotten behind everybody, hung onto the ball.
That's a Ponte. You see Nolan looking back saying,
yeah, I didn't think he could throw it that far.
Yeah. But Weavers comes up with the 44-yard TD catch, and it's 23-6. And we've seen a lot of special teams getting gold stars tonight. Maybe we'll see onside kick try here.
Yep, maybe.
Because we don't do the NFL silliness.
Oh, man.
Don't get the Hall of Fame coach started on that.
That was a bad decision to whoever put that in.
Our kickoff all night long, sponsored by Fire Fitness Camp and Fuel Nutrition. Right here in the area. And again, talented athlete, Cade Dirksey. Let's see what he's got up his sleeve. Cedar Grove-Belgium, they've got 5 guys up front, and that's why.
He got it!
Off the deflection, loose ball. Officials will unpile. Flying Dutchmen are already saying we got the football, and the scrum is going on at the 45-yard line.
Oh, they didn't.
No, Rockets got it. No! No!
What?
Flying Dutchman got it.
I thought he had it. Here we go. Definitely bounced off of one of the Rockets. There they go. They got it.
Not yet.
Not yet. Oh, man.
Not even sure who came out of it when it was all said. It might have been Link Bimmel, 21. It hit about 3 different Oostburg players.
I know.
I think Bimmel came up with it. So, offense back out there for the Flying Dutchman, trailing 23-6. 1st and 10 at the 45 of the Rockets. Stewart-Walt, nothing there. Down he goes again.
Yeah.
Massive pursuit into the backfield.
Yeah, Missouri, Foster, and company.
Emphasis on and company. Gonna make it 2nd down and a dozen. 9 and change to go in regulation. Saw Austin Knapp was in there, was holding his hand, Dan. 25.
Yeah.
The fog is lifted. It's a little higher now above the players' helmets. 2nd and 12 for Oostburg. Low snap.
Oh, just the timing on that screen. was off.
Yeah, Veldboom was in the neighborhood, but couldn't get anything on it.
Yeah, the low snap just kind of threw all the timing off.
Yeah, he just tried to shot put it and make something out of nothing.
Yeah.
Now you got to make something out of something. It's 3rd and 12.
Well, it might be Caden Weaver's time again.
Keep your eye on number 5. On 3rd and 12. Dolphin in motion. Again, a low snap. Unloaded to Dolphin. It's intercepted instead. Griffin Knight. And runs out of bounds at the 48-yard line. So turnover, the Rockets will get it back. They didn't survive the onside kick attempt, but they get the football back anyway on the pick.
Well, you see here, low snap, throws it off again. Griffin Knight, his best sport is baseball. He's a center fielder, and they said that's how he plays football, and we saw it right there. He's just playing center field, reading the eyes, gets the pick.
Exactly like a center fielder. It's a can of corn for him. 1st and 10 from the 47. Helbling just rumbling and bumbling his way to midfield. That could have made things interesting, Dan.
Yeah.
You know, you get the big pass play touchdown, you get the onside kick. If you get a score there, and then all of a sudden, everything's rolling the way of Oostburg, and that interception pretty deflating.
Yeah, now, and again, we see Cedar Grove-Belgium just milking the clock here now.
Smart football here on 2nd and 6. Quick hitter to Helbling. He just, ball security. Keep the pads low. Make it 3rd down and 2.
Nick Swart sets up a 3rd and 2.
So 3rd and 2 now. Cut back, got the 1st down.
For the 1st down.
And that'll move the chains and eat some more clock.
Yeah, and you see here, Helveson just biding his time. He knows how far he's got to go to get the 1st down. He cuts in between Brody Krause and Noah Tennyson. Brody Krause is an interesting story. He moved from wide receiver to left tackle.
So a fresh set of downs. Helblink again. Just running low, but running hard and chewing up more yards and chewing up more clock.
More clock. Yeah, going back to Brody Krause. Moves from wide receiver to offensive line. Coach asked him if he would do that, and he says, hey, I'll do anything for the team. And it's just kind of guy he is. His older brother was an outstanding tackle in his day.
2nd and 5 for the Rockets. Again, tick, 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 tick. Coming down to 6 minutes left. Helblink again. This is a recording. To the 30-yard line. That's enough for another 1st down, another Lakeland University 1st down.
Yeah, and you can see, on the tackle again, all conference, Connor Mentnick. I mean, you'll see on the replay here. I mean, they're running hard. Nobody's quitting here.
Both coaches echoed to Dan and I earlier this week that because the communities are so close, and because it's a respectful, healthy rivalry. No love lost, but no hate going on.
Nope, not at all.
But everyone knows everyone else, that's for sure. Tackle immediately at the 30-yard line, so no gain on that carry. Brings up 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, Gage Bimmel in on that.
Something that Mike Lauritsen was talking about, the key to this game, like prepping for it, is to block out the noise.
Yeah.
Because everybody in Oostburg, they know it's been 13 games won consecutively by Cedar Grove-Belgium. So he wanted them to focus on, don't worry about what everybody else is saying off the field. Focus on what you do well. And they've played really good football so far this season. Cedar Grove-Belgium just playing better tonight.
Yeah, Nick Swart again. I mean, you'd call his name almost every other play.
Sure.
He's in on a tackle again.
Timeout called by Oostburg, their first.
Let's see, good pursuit here.
Actually, it's their 2nd timeout, according to the scoreboard here. So we got 1 remaining. Looking at a 3rd and 8, trying to get a stop here and force the Rockets to make a decision here as they continue to move the football. So 3rd and 8. Screen. Not enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, Metnick right there. Just a couple of yard gain.
Yeah, Borden made the catch. Final timeout called by Oostburg here, bringing up 4th down.
4th and 10 for the Rockets.
So you're looking at 4th and 6 now. Probably just, if you're Cedar Grove-Belgium, Dan, I think they're going to go for it here.
Yeah,
you know? Otherwise, long fuel doesn't make much sense.
No, not at all.
Pick up the 1st down, then you can just work even more clock. John Pearson from the sidelines again.
All right, all night long you've been hearing about the Cousin Subs, and yes, indeed, better bread, better subs. It's also time for our Cousin Subs fan of the game, and there's like one young lady up here that told me she would make me a star if I picked her. Right there. But when she said that, she's saying I'm not already a star and I'm very insecure. So right over here, the sunglasses, the hipness right here is our Cousin Sub fan of the game. That comes with a gift card. Sunglasses to go with the yes. You are a Cousins fan of the game. And we're done. Yeah, go Cousins Sub better. Apparently her name is Sarah.
Congrats, Sarah. And Oostburg, meantime, getting the sack on the play. So they'll get the football back here with 4 minutes and change to go in regulation.
Yeah, everything will be hurry up now.
Flying Dutchmen. The record, Dan, is it's 4-1. And it's kind of tricky to explain, but I'm going to do my best, okay? 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line. Toss it. And Pagotner, little carry after the catch. So their only loss coming into the game tonight was against Racine Lutheran. That was a game they went and played in Racine because Ozaki had a forfeit.
Yep. Yeah.
Their conference matchup, didn't have enough players.
Guess who?
Weavers
he
again.
Almost stuck that.
Yeah. With one hand.
Whoa.
So I actually went to Todd Clark of the WIA. I said, "How does this work?" And he says, "For the record, they're 4-1, but technically they're 5-0 because." Okay, but in conference, it doesn't affect conference play. And
no.
For seeding.
For seeding, it is.
For seeding, it is. So for seeding, they have a loss.
Right.
But the record is really.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, even Todd said this is difficult to explain because you want to play a game, which they did, as Stuart Walt goes down, gets sacked in the backfield. Swallowed up by Austin Knapp again. And we got an injured Flying Dutchman down, got caught in the wash. Flying on the edge. This has been going on all night long. These guys up front and these linebackers charging in on the blitz, Dan, have been causing havoc.
Ethan Minnick and Austin Knapp.
Stay tuned. Time now for our Lucky Electric moment of the game. It's our play of the game. It's brought to you by Luke Key Electric. Somewhere in the fog, this happened. Oh, yeah, remember this?
Yeah.
It was that big run for the touchdown, 58-yarder. Taken to the house by Ira Hillblink.
Good to see Nick Swart get up. He's played a heck of a game.
So that was our electric moment of the game. And Cedar Grove-Belgium has had quite a few on offense, defense, and special teams.
Yeah, they have.
We could have put them all on a hat and picked any one of them out. 4th and 14 now. Stewart pressure again, launches again, Weavers again, and this time not a catch again. Broken up by Griffin Knight again. There's that baseball center fielder, right?
Yeah, right there. Boy, it just amazed me the strength of Stewart-Wald's arm.
That's perfect position by number one.
Yeah, outstanding.
So Knight has had himself a night, Dan. He's got the interception. He's got the touchdown catch.
Yeah.
In the first quarter. Number one has left his mark here in Oostburg tonight. 1st and 10 from the 25.
Oh, on the turf.
I'm just going to say ball security is priority number one. And
yeah, smart job by Schmitz just to fall. No need to try to make something out of nothing.
So the Rockets are going to go to 4-2 overall, 4-0, perfect, and in first place in the Big East Conference. This is a team, Dan, that started the season non-conference, went 0-2, played some really good opponents.
Yes, they did.
To be sure. But ever since then, they have, after this game, rattled off 4 consecutive dubs. Quick snap that time. That was O'Hafen.
Yeah. That's their sniffer position. He
just
snuck. He snuck, again, our coach said, hey, our offense runs through him. So he's going to play an important role, whether it's as a ball carrier, receiver, or blocker.
3rd down and 9. Schmitz again, watching that back judge for the hand signal before snapping it. Under 2 minutes.
The same play.
Yeah. You see O'Hafen, he just kind of lines up close to the line, then right before the snap, just shifts over.
Takes the snap. right here. Shuffle, shuffle, take the snap, sneak. Now, I don't think he can do that for 5 yards here, but who knows?
Never know. Yeah, he got him closer, and he also kept the clock running because Oostburg can't stop it anymore.
Right.
And this may just take the penalty or call a timeout. Yeah, timeout call. Burned as much clock, got it down to 110, and the folks over there on the far sidelines, again, they showed up en masse.
Man.
John Pearson to the sidelines once again.
And there are a million stories along the line. And a lot of times, if you go by my high school football coach, who mainly liked being a driver's instructor because then we would take him to run his errands all day. Well, Dan Screw's a little bit different over at Cedar Grove-Belgium. Along with being the football coach here and the baseball coach at Ozaki, he's the Director of Information Technology at the Northern Ozaki School District and the Wisconsin Virtual Learning. So he does a lot of things. He's going to probably fix all of our IT programs. Just a guy, he's a well-rounded guy. And he also mentioned, and he's very smart, his wife, Melissa, may be the most valuable person because she is the scorekeeper and statistician for the team. He said she's the only person more popular than he is because they all want to know how many yards they rushed for and how many points they had and all that.
Well,
so it's a family affair. So.
Yeah. Thank you, John.
Oh, Bob, we're trying a field goal here.
Why not?
38-yarder, 37-yarder.
Cade Borden. Kick is up. Kick is good.
Oh.
Wasn't Cade Borden. It was Landon Altheimer. I beg your pardon. It was 11
player,
instead of 10. Yeah, the soccer player getting it done to bang it through for 3 more.
Good snap, good hold, good kick.
And that makes the lead 20 at 26-6. There's Landon, the junior. As Dan mentioned, both kickers are also soccer players who go back and forth. In fact, Oostburg, they've only missed their kicker one time that they had a soccer conflict. Didn't have a soccer conflict tonight, so we've seen Cade Dirksey.
Yeah, and you see more and more of that, Bob, with programs all over the state. Used to be a rarity because they wouldn't let players participate in 2 different sports the same season, but that's all been relaxed. It's turned into a conference rule now. If your conference says it's okay, it's okay.
It is okay. Tonight's kickoffs have been brought to you by Fire Fitness Camp and Fuel Nutrition. Kick off your road to good health at Fire Fitness Camp and Fuel Nutrition on Business Park Drive here in Oostburg. I want to thank all the folks here in Oostburg. They roll out the red carpet, literally the red carpet, for Dan and John and I and our crew. So fun to be here for the Thursday night throwdown. A minute left. Yeah, so Flying Dutchmen either 4-2 or 5-1, like whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. But in conference, and that's the important.
Right.
In conference, they'll be 3-1. They'll now be trailing the unbeaten Rockets for the top spot in the Big East.
Yeah, a lot of football left for these 2 teams.
3 more weeks of the regular season, and then we hit the postseason with level 1 action. Flag flies, so does the football, and it's another
Knight.
Interception.
Yep.
And it's Griffin Knight again, his 2nd pick of the night. If the flag goes against the Flying Dutchman, then it'll stand. But Rick Rodell says hold the phone here. He's talking to his crew to sort it out.
Offsides.
On Oostburg.
Yeah, so it is.
The pick stands.
Yep.
2nd of the night. And that'll do it.
Yep. Put it up there. Again, Weaver's main target at the end here, but Knight just a little too tall in that secondary.
So a couple of knees will put this one in the books officially and close out our Week 6 Thursday night throwdown. We can tell you that Week 7 will be in the Classic 8 in Muskego for the Lasers of Kettle Moraine taking on the Warriors of Muskego, home of Pop's Kettle Corn, Dan.
Yes.
So that's October 3rd at 7 p.m. Stream it anywhere, live and in color. Our Thursday night throwdown in the Classic 8. Those are all the folks across the way. Oh no, they're actually on the Oostburg side, and they're anyway. Everybody had the U.S. Cellular phones out, Dan, to celebrate a fun night of football. More fun for the guys in black and orange tonight, as Cedar Grove-Belgium wins for the 14th consecutive time in this rivalry in the Big East Conference. It's a final. Cedar Grove-Belgium 26 and Oostburg 6. Back with more, lots of post-game activity to put a big bow on this game and wrap up Week 6 of the Thursday night throwdown.
Looking for me? We deliver. Yes. What's up? Delivery. Oh my God. What we do. 80 cents delivery on me.
Phones were made to help us connect, yet somehow they've made us less connected. Which is ironic, don't you think? We try to put our phones down, but we need to pick them up to see the menu. We can't watch something without also watching something else. Ironic. But look, here's a phone company who wants you to use your phone less.
That's ironic.
Yeah, but in a good way. Let's find us again with Us Mode. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Traffic jam. Ugh, and I'm already late.
Back here in Oostburg, the fog has lifted. But unfortunately for the home team, the guys down the road, 6 miles down the road, they put the hammer down starting in the second quarter of this game, Dan, and never let up as Cedar Grove-Belgium wins it 26-6.
No, you know, and Bob, that taking the points off the board just seemed to change the whole complexion of the game. And it's just unfortunate, you know, and then he had a chance to get those 3 again, and it got blocked, and then all of a sudden the floodgates were open for the Rockets.
All right, it is time, as promised, for our Pops Kettle Corn Player of the Game. With all his teammates, let's send it down to John.
Yeah, it's time for some Pops Kettle Corn. It's time for the trophy that never seems to leave Cedar Grove-Belgium, but Griffin Knight, not a bad night for you. Don't you know what the night can do? Talk about just the way this one came together for you. It looked like it was pretty evenly matched, and then you guys steadily took charge.
Yeah. Well, first quarter got off to a slow start. Didn't really do much, but then came out in second quarter, scored a couple times, and then we just straight out of half, we just didn't want to let them score, but by one. But we just stuck in it and just kept our foot on the pedal.
Okay, there's the part about winning this rivalry and being able to walk around because you guys are basically neighbors, but there's also the part, the way this team's put this season together, the way it started. You're playing tough teams to start, but the way you guys have put it together. Why did you hold it together, and why are you excelling so much now?
Well, the first 2 games we played 2 really tough teams, and I think it just made us better for our conference, and we came in and just didn't want to lose in conference, and that's what we've been doing, not losing.
And what do you see for this team right now? Obviously, 1 week at a time and all that, but what have you put together with this team?
Well, obviously winning conference, but then after that, road to state, playoffs, got to get there.
Yes, sir. All right, and finally, the guys standing behind you here, are they just doing it to be on TV, or do they like you?
I don't know. Yeah. I guess.
Oh, you want to say hi to Mom?
Hi, Mom. I love you.
There we go. Nicely done right there. But that's the priority of life. But, yeah, Griffin Knight and Cedar Grove-Belgium, the winners again tonight. That's 14 in a row. These guys can't remember the last time this trophy wasn't here.
Yeah, that's true. Thank you, John. Thank you, Griffin. And thank you, Rockets, for providing the entertainment here in Oostburg tonight as they put on a show once again, winning it 26-6. That'll do it here in Oostburg. For Dan Brunner, for John Pearson, and for our entire terrific crew, this is Bob Brainerd saying so long from Oostburg High School. Once again, the final score is Cedar Grove-Belgium 26 and Oostburg 6. Next week is week 7 of the Thursday night throwdown. Classic 8 matchup in Muskego between Kettle Moraine and the Muskego Warriors. Kickoff is 7 p.m. The preceding has been a presentation of WSS Sports. Good night, Wisconsin.